What's up guys, Sam here, welcome back to another video. We're out here vlogging because my air conditioner may or may not be in functional condition. And by my air conditioner, I mean the place that I'm staying at, because I'm not at home right now. And I just had to step out of hell to bring you guys the latest iPhone 12 update. Let's go! Alright, so there's been a leak dump today. Not only do we have screenshots of new photos features on the iPhone 12, we've also got some cool, like, actual photos of a prototype. Now, they're not like amazing photos, but they do confirm 120 hertz. Like, they show it as an option, as a toggle, which is like insane to me. So the UI is a little bit different sometimes. We've got more access to features, like stuff we've never even seen before. So drop a like if you guys are excited. Hit subscribe for more car content. And all right, I want to go ahead and jump into this first screenshot because it's kind of insane. All right, so the first screenshot, I find it pretty funny that they're like, would you like to enable the new camera features on your iPhone 12 Pro Max? Also, like, I don't know who's sharing this stuff, but it seems to be legitimate from what we're looking at. Like, two sources have corroborated the exact same stuff, Everything Apple Pro and John Prosser. And I don't know how they've done it. I don't know how they convinced their source to do this, but they did. So the first one here is enable the LiDAR sensor to basically assist with like focusing and also I think subject detection. So what that is going to allow you to do is, instead of using like the lenses and AI, it's going to use a literal laser to focus on things. So it's going to be pretty much instant autofocus now, and also detect if it's a person or something else. We've known about the LiDAR sensor. We knew it was coming for sure on the Pro Max, and this corroborates this. Not a whole lot new here, but it's cool to see like there's actually a setting for it in development. The next one's pretty insane. For the video modes, we're looking at 4K 120 FPS. By the way, we tap on the iPhone right now at 4K at 60. The next one's doubling that to 4K 120, not even 90. And then there's also going to be a slow-mo 4K 240p mode. So my theory, because nothing is talked about processing power-wise here, but if you're going to be able to process slow-mo at that rate and capture it, I have a feeling the A14 this year is going to be a pretty significant upgrade. So 4K 120, which is already going to be nuts, and 4K 240, essentially confirmed here for the iPhone. I believe the iOS 14 code has also revealed the same thing. Continuing on down the list here, we've got one for enhanced night mode. So obviously it takes a long exposure now, but this is for an even longer exposure, so it could potentially look even better, especially if you're trying to do like nighttime photography of the stars or a planet. The stars. That sounded kind of like I was from Chicago for a second. There's also a couple more in here for advanced noise reduction. I have a feeling this is just a development feature. We're never going to see it. For it's called bit depth video, with no descriptor as to what that is, but I assume it's just like more bits per frame or something for more detail. Again, I don't think this is user facing. I think this is probably just for Apple engineers to play around with. One that I hope we do get, that again could be internal only, is enhanced zoom functionality. Like, I don't know if you've noticed what Android phones are doing, but they're kind of insane for the ability to like 100x digital zoom on something, and it looks incredible. Perhaps that could be coming to the iPhone in some small form. We've heard that Apple could be working on maybe like a 3x telephoto for this year or next. But more so than that, we actually got a hands-on video of this stuff in action. So like it's essentially confirmed that it's not fake. So you can take a look at this courtesy of John Prosser over at Front Page Tech. Of course, I believe this man's YouTube channel linked down below. He's been killing it lately with these leaks. This is an actual human being, not an AI. It's not Elon Musk here behind the camera, navigating some menus, and like you can see it's contextual. Like, these are not photoshopped. It is actually somebody tapping like the toggle, and something else changes because of it. Now, we can't really tell if it's like 120 hertz or whatnot, because I mean, we don't really have a 120 hertz display or camera to record it with. It was clearly like shot on an iPhone or something, but it does appear that the display looks a little bit different. And then actually about the bezels, apparently it's in a special type of case, and that's why it looks a little bit thicker, sort of to obfuscate the phone in case any passerby would see it. It wouldn't look like the new iPhone. It would look like something else. All right, following that, we've got a second pair of images, this time not from John Prosser, but Max Weinbach and Everything Apple Pro, who've shared a couple of things that, again, they appear to be legitimate from everything I can tell. So the notch. What happened, Tim? What happened to the smaller notch? Because we saw some images, some leaks of smaller notch iPhones, and it seemed amazing. And now it doesn't seem like the notch is changing. Like, look in this image right here. This is not a screenshot. This is a literal photograph of an iPhone 12 Pro. Not only are the bezels like weirdly thick, like way thicker than they appear to be. Maybe it's the lighting, maybe it's a special case it's on here, kind of hard to tell. But yeah, the notch is the same size. The notch is the same size. I feel like that's going to be the anthem of all sad people this year. But if we take our criticisms aside for a second and we look a little bit closer, you will notice that it does mention 120 hertz and an adaptive refresh rate. I am so torn about 120 hertz at this point. I don't even know how to describe it. We have gone back and forth. Like, you guys know this if you've been paying attention. For the iPhone 12, will it have a high refresh rate screen like its Android competitors, or will it be like every iPhone? Will it gain ProMotion 120 hertz this year? And I don't know. I don't know if this complicates the matter further or confirms it. Like, yes, literally, this shows a toggle for 120 hertz and adaptive refresh rate technology, but at the same time, it also kind of is like, well, is this an old unit? Is this actually coming? Is it not? It's hard to tell. Like, all I know is that this is confirmation that Apple's tested it. Like, if nothing else, they've tried. But again, there's a lot of suggestion that 120 hertz actually isn't going to make the cut this year after all. And it's like, who's right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it coming? Is it not? Like, this is a little confirmation that it's on an iPhone 12 Pro Max working. Is it going to make it to everything? I don't know. I don't know if this is just something else. Now, there is a third leak here, but I'm the most skeptical of this one just because this looks more like a concept than anything else. And this is apparently marketing screenshots and images obtained by Max Weinbach and Everything Apple Pro somehow. I don't know. Like, the actual images I can believe, but seeing marketing materials, like, this stuff is locked away. And I doubt that Apple even has it finalized at this point. So it's got the resolution. Like, the resolution says 2788 by 1284, 458 with haptic touch, which sounds pretty much about right. But then it says wired and wireless fast charge capable, and it even mentions the 20-watt adapter. Now, that part's kind of convincing because it's oddly specific. But it's like, I don't know. I'm holding my tongue on these just because, again, it's marketing materials. Like, when is the last time that's leaked? 2 months ahead of launch. Doesn't happen. But that's not all. We got some bonus info as well, once again, from John Prosser, saying that the notch, same size, but the display is ever so slightly larger. But the coolest part to me is that Face ID getting a massive upgrade. It's going to work from even laying on a table. Now, you might remember that sounds kind of familiar, right? We actually heard that last year for the iPhone 11 and 11 Pro series. So it's finally coming. It just seems like it was delayed by a year. The glass has a very slight curve to it for the front display. The rear cam module is about 10% larger. That's why we've seen the updated iPhone 11 Pro Max cases. The lenses are ever so slightly bigger, probably for some better camera technology that we already were talking about as well. But this is wild. I don't remember when we've ever known this much information, and at this point I'm just hoping it's all true. But yeah, guys, I'll leave full articles with images and stuff linked down below for your viewing pleasure. Just want to give you a quick update on this stuff. It's kind of wild that we got all this info in one day. I don't know, does this make you more or less excited for the iPhone 12? For me, I'm here for it. I'm ready to see it, but that notch has got to go. It's got to go. All right, but 120 hertz, I mean, what more can you say, right? All right, drop a like if you guys are excited for this phone. If you enjoy the video, hit subscribe for more. I'll catch you cool cats in my next video. Let's get out of this car.